Hello everyone, welcome to Xinhua Live. This is Huang Qinggang with Xinhua News Agency. Today we are here in Guilin, in South China's Guangxi Autonomous Region. In the late autumn, the local residents in Guilin began to celebrate their rice cutting festival in this region. And now we are on the spot to experience and find out what is going on here. And just behind me, it is the house of the local resident, Mr. Pan. And now we are going to come into this room to find out what he is doing now. Hello, Mr. Pan. Good morning. 潘先生您好，早上好。What are you doing now? 您现在正在做什么呢？
我正在准备去田里面割禾，今天该年了。
He is going to prepare something just for the celebration today. And now he just walked into the room to find the stuff he needs.
这个是我们去割禾装镰刀的刀箩。
This is the bamboo made ware,
割禾的镰刀。
and this is the reaping hook.
这个是枣帽。
And
戴
now
这个枣帽。
he just needs a hat made of weed.
还要把裤脚捞起来。
And he will roll up the pants.
好，准备去割禾啦。
Now he is heading for the ceremony. And he just needs a belt to make this bamboo made ware with him. And now he just walked out of his house. And now let's just follow him to the spot and find out what is going on there. According to the experts, the Longji Terrace has a history of more than 2,000 years, and now it has been listed as the globally important agricultural heritage by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations. Now Mr. Pan Tingfang and I are heading for the terrace. This is the place where they live on for generations. And now Mr. Pan Tingfang is going to gather together with the rest of the villagers. And now he pick up the bamboo they use for the ceremony. And now the villagers began to gather together. Every year during the harvest period, villagers usually gather together to the rice field to have the ceremony before the festival. Local residents in the past usually play the trumpet and drums to pray the god of crops for good luck. And today it is a special occasion for the people, and some residents wear the traditional costume. The man in the center said some blessings and wish that the bumper harvest every year in this region. And all the residents are gathered here, listening to him carefully, and they are very happy. And this is at the beginning of the kart racing festival. And now they are just bumping and striking the bamboo to celebrate it. And you can see that some local villagers are just wearing the traditional costume. And this region is home to Yao and Miao ethnic minorities. Actually, their traditional costume is easy to tell. Their clothes are usually handmade by the female members in the family because women are very good at needlework and embroidery. Now, after we having a better understanding of the ceremony, we are here on the spot to experience the Great Grand Terrace. I'm sure that you have seen this golden terrace, and I'm sure the golden terrace will serve as the very beautiful eye feast for you. the golden longi terrace serves as an eye feast for all the guests. How do you like this place? At this moment, almost all words become weak to describe its beauty. What you can do is to only stand in the field and breathe deeply. Then you will ignore the flying time. Nowadays, farming is really far from the memories of many youngsters, while this place has maintained the tradition of farming. For one thing, it is the tradition rooted in their culture. For another, the farming culture becomes the indispensable elements for the tourism. And now this year marks the 70th anniversary of the founding of People's Republic of China. 70 years is long enough to witness the development of the country as well as the development of this region. And you may tell that this is a beautiful and bustling place with lucid water and lush mountains. And people here live a very good life. And Mr. Pan Tingfang has a rice field of around 50 square meters. Just like the rest of the farmers in China, they plant in the spring and harvest in the autumn. Now I'm going to find Mr. Pan to experience the traditional and very unique way of harvesting. And you can see that there are many fields in this place and people are very hard work. Hello, Mr. Pan. Pan 老师您好. I thought that your way of farming is very interesting and I would like to experience this kind of farming work. 我看到您这边割麦子就割这个水稻的方式很奇特，我能够参与一下吗？
可以啊。
Can I use your borrow your knife? Yeah, and give it a shot.
来。
Okay, thank you very much.
好。
Yeah. If I am I'm a freshman here. If I want to cut the rice, what should I do? 我是新人，如果要割麦子的话，应该怎样做呢？
这样子，先用左手把这个核抓起来，再用右手把这个镰刀，用镰刀把它割断。是这样子。
Okay. Mr. Pan told me that if you want to cut the rice, first you need to use your one hand to grab a cluster, a bunch of rice. Then you will use the other hand to cut the rice. Just like this, right? 就是这样子吗？
对。用力。
In this way, we can just cut a bunch of rice. Isn't it a pleasure for you, right? And thank you very much. And I thought your blade of this hook is very sharp. 我觉得您这个刀片很锋利哈。Could you tell me it is very useful when you do the farming work? 对做这个割麦子的这个是不是很有利呢？这种？
这个肯定啊，这个是用刀这个锋利的话来割这个稻禾是比较这个方便的。
The sharper the blade is, the faster you will just cut the rice. And Mr. Pan, could you tell me how to tell a person that he is good at the cutting rice? 您能告诉我一下如何判断一个人擅不擅长做一些这种农活呢？
这样子的，一个人你看到他用这个田锄啊，用这个镰刀啊，你看一个镰刀是生锈的，生锈的，它这个，你看我这个镰刀，这个是个光的，很光的，光亮的，就是表示一个人是很勤俭的干活的这样子。
Mr. Pan told me that you can just tell a person whether he is good at cutting rice or do the farming work. You can just tell from the surface of this hook. And as you can see, the surface of the hook is very smooth and shines brightly. And he said if one always do farming work, or cut rice, the iron will not erode itself. Then you can tell the man or the woman is very hardworking and diligent. How many years have you been planting rice? And what's the difference between the present and the past when it comes to planting rice? 您现在就是种植这个水稻大约多久了？
这个我们这里是每年一季，但是我本人开始种这个水稻已经有50年了。
It has been almost 50 years for him to cultivate the rice. 您能说一下这边现在种水稻和以前种水稻有什么不同吗？
但是这样子，我们现在种这个水稻跟以前种的水稻这个差别是很大了。以前我们种这个水稻啊，开始我们用人工把这个用锄头把这个田啊，这个河沟啊，一根一根的把它挖以后，这个赶这个田基啊。刷这个田基藻啊，都是要用人工把它做。过去呢，这个我们种这个水稻劳作强度都很辛苦的，但是现在又不同了，现在就科学发展了，我们有一部分呢，我们可以用这个机子来耕，但是大部分我们还是要用人来耕作的。耕作以后，我们5月份老历的5月份把田种下去以后，我们就不用这个人工了，我们就用现在科学发展的用这个除草剂把它撒进这个田里面去，那就我们就无事了。那现在我们就劳作种田的时候，就不是为了这个专门为了这个解决这个生活。我们是为了这个搞这个旅游啊，这个发展，在这个我们的群众这个生活啊，就可以一年一年一步一步的提高，是这样的。
Thank you. Mr. Pan told me that in the past, people live here are very poor, and this is a remote and backward place. And the way for farming, I mean planting the rice or just harvesting the rice, is very hard because they just use the traditional way, which is kind of primitive. And now they can use the advanced technology to help them. They just use some weeds pesticide to just help them to get rid of the weeds. And now they just plant the rice not for the output for their food. They just do it for the tourism, because tourism in this region is a pillar industry for them, as well as the driving force for their income. Thank you very much. In the countryside of China, farmers work hard to get harvest in the end, and they live on the crops they got. Mr. Pan has never imagined that crops no longer the pillar source of finance. He and his neighbors found a new way to live a better life, and their income has been above the standards of the moderately prosperous life. About 2011, Longji Terrace come to gain its popularity. Visitors almost all over the world come to this place, and nowadays there is a closing number of people coming to this place on holiday for fun. And this beautiful place has attracted many visitors since its operation to the public. The demand for accommodations, food, and entertainment increases every year, and people's life began to be better. When the local residents realized the great treasure their ancestors endowed to them, they decided to take this opportunity to make full use of it. And now, this place for food has turned itself into an entertainment tourism attraction. The local residents used to be poor because of planting rice, and now they are getting rich because of it. However, the difference is the way of planting. The head of the village said that they turned the rice field into a unique cultural tourism destination. Therefore, the village has achieved the quantum leap from poverty to prosperity. This is the traditional folk songs of Zhuang ethnicity. Sometimes when they do some farming work, they will just sing such songs to ease themselves. To some extent, the farming work is not only a labor force. Sometimes it can be just for entertainment for them. Now we are joined by Mr. Pan for what is going on here about their recent life. Mr. Pan, can I interview you for some minutes? 能采访你一下吗？
可以，好。
Could you tell us how this village turned itself from poverty to prosperity? 就您能介绍一下咱这个村子哈是如何从贫穷慢慢的走向富裕的呢？
我们这个村子啊，就是以前老人家刚前辈的进这个寨子来，已经是有500多年了。但是以前很贫穷的，饭都没有吃，后来呢，就是到九几年，因为搞这个袁隆平这个杂油啊，这个优良产品，这个粮食呢有提升了。所以生活了就慢慢提高起来了，又加上我们这11年以来，我们旅游公司啊跟我们这个景区合作开发旅游啊，现在就群众的生活就提高了。
In the past, this is a very remote and poor region, and thanks to the tourism, this place has become much more beautiful and people get a better life here. And thanks to the upgrading of the rice seeds about Chinese scientist Yuan Longping, and the rice output here increased a lot. Mr. Pan, now I can tell that you plant rice in the past and now you're still planting it. Could you tell me the difference between the past and the present? 潘老师，就是过去您这边是种植水稻，现在呢也种植水稻，您能介绍一下过去和现在有什么不同吗？
过去种水稻都是为了我们自己生存的，要生活这个要吃饭的嘛。到现在种田了，也是可以要保持我们的粮食。第二就是给我们开发旅游过来，我们就要以这个为给游客作为一个景观，给游客来观光旅游啊，来干我们的稻谷啊，就是这样。
They're still maintaining the fine tradition of the traditional farming for just two reasons. The first reason is that they want to just have enough food to eat for themselves. They want to inherit the good tradition of the ancestors. For the other reason, they just want to develop and stimulate the tourism in this region, because tourism of the planting rice and the harvesting has become the selling point in this region. Mr. Pan, how about the income of the villagers? 咱现在村民的收入水平怎么样呢？
现在收入水平，提高了很多，因为这个水稻也有老板在这里可以回收，还有一点就是旅游公司啊，它每一年每一亩它有一点补贴，就是现在我们整个在职的人均收入可以达到4000元。
Due to the tourism, this place has become richer than before. For the rice planters, the tourism company will give them some bonus to plant rice. And later, due to their hard work as well as the tourism, now the per capita income has exceeded more than 4,000 RMB. The rice field is like the golden ocean, where crops wave back and forth like the tide. as if you are going through the golden paradise. According to the local tourism bureau, the breathtaking scenery attracted around 150,000 tourists during the National Day holiday from October the 1st to the 7th. Now, Longji Terrace has become the landmark of Guilin. Due to tourism, people here live a better life now. And today we have introduced the rice cutting festival and the change of the people and nation as well as this region in the past 70 years. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you like our video, please share it with your friends on YouTube, Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for joining.